Hi, I am Ann Barber. I am the library director at the Morris Public Library, and I've put some kits together so that you can pick them up at the library. They're called Sun Kits. This is a process where you're able to expose objects on photosensitive paper and make some art. So I'm going to talk about that today and what that is, and I'm going to show you the kit and how it works. So when you come to the library, you can ask at the desk for the kit. It's going to include a set of instructions. It will also include a little bit larger than an 8x10 piece of cardboard. And finally, your light sensitive paper, which is wrapped in aluminum foil so it stays light free until we're ready to use it. On your own, you're going to find some objects to use in your design that you're going to create on this light sensitive paper. I got some things from outside: a dandelion, a daylily that's kind of on its way out, a leaf, and then I found some things just in my collection of bits and pieces around. Some snake skin, a less natural item is some of this plastic, I don't know what it is exactly, plastic pouch stuff that came with something inside, some little erasers inside, but I think it's kind of got a nice mesh that could look nice with its texture. That's just a few things that I brought. So I'm ready to take out a piece of my light sensitive paper. So this process, called sun prints or cyanotype, means that you have a piece of paper that's treated with a light sensitive chemical, so that when it's exposed to the sun and UV rays, it will change its color. Okay, it'll react to that. So we're going to lay objects on this piece of paper, and we can make any kind of design we want. I'm going to make a more abstract design, try to find some harmonious balance, and just kind of see how these objects that I have here react to this photographic surface. So my first step is to make sure that my paper is flat, and I'm going to take a little bit of tape and just kind of tape down a couple of the edges. You can use tape. You could take a few rocks and weigh it down. Now those rocks are opaque rocks that will actually change the surface of your paper, and you'll want to kind of think about that as you're incorporating your design, but that's a choice that you can make. But you just want something to make sure your paper is going to stay sitting down on your cardboard. If I take some objects that are somewhat translucent and lay them down, I'm not only going to see the edging of the object, it won't be a silhouette, because I'll also get to see that there are veins in this leaf if I use that leaf. If I use this leaf, it's going to be more of a silhouette, although there's some cutouts from insects, so I'll be able to see that. So I'll see this as a big dark shape, and these little cutouts will also be evident if I decide to use this, but I think I might not. I've got a lot here. I think I'll try this little plant, and I like the snake skin a lot, so I might just use this kind of maybe down here on the edge. And I actually have a cicada. You might still be able to find these around. I haven't seen very many this summer in Morris, but I'm going to put that in there. And then I also have some dried up leaves that I could use. I could lay those out. So I can take my time figuring out my design. Once I'm ready and I'm happy with it, and that could mean that I, play with it, take everything off, start again. I can do this over and over. You just want to be in kind of a dim setting. You can see that I don't have sunlight right directly in this space. You can see there's windows behind me, but they're far enough away and I'm in a dim space, okay? So then it gives me plenty of time to play with it. After I'm ready, I can pick this up and take it outside and expose it to sunlight for 1 to 5 minutes. Depends on how intense the sun is. Today it's kind of windy, so I have a piece of plexi that I'm going to place over the top of my design. You could use a piece of plexi, you could use a piece of glass. Be careful if you're using glass, because you could drop it and cut yourself, so you want to have an adult with you if you're doing that. You don't need the plexi or glass, but if you notice that it's windy, you want to use something to hold it down. If it's a still day, you don't need it, okay? So we're going to pause here and we'll see you outside in just a minute.